front and a bump off the wall, we've got a lead change. Well, back halfway down the field, and most of the field is stuck.
Cosmocrats, leaving Earth on November 5th.
I'm sure everyone is familiar with the infamous story of the Oceanics hosting the Marble League. But my, how the tide has turned. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Welcome to the Aquamaring, the home of the Oceanics, a track that they built to get Marbula One here. They have succeeded. Ocean, the last time out, qualified dead last and did not score any points. But for this round, however, battling through the 3 rounds of qualifying, Ocean sits on pole, now has a point, and the Oceanics are hungry to get a race win. Marbles in the gate. And we're rolling. A good bunch of marbles diving into that first turn. As we now take a look at who is up front. Is that Billy? It is. And Red Eye, after a poor qualifying, has leapt up into second place, makes the move around the outside, and takes the lead. A marble that has been absolutely dominant in competition so far in these 2 races now that they have competed for Marbula One. A little difficulty coming off the belt. Pulsar, in the meantime, has moved up to second place. Then it's Billy, Ocean, Bolt, Skip, Tumult, Wispy, Cerulean, and Honey, rounding out the top 10. Lemon Lime, Nemo, our last race winner, is way back there. Same thing with Rapidly, Orangen, and Hazy, who have yet to score any points as well. Billy takes the lead coming through the 3rd sector as we head up the belt, jumping 3 spots in that 1 lap and setting fastest lap, which is partially how it was done. But look at Red Eye closing up, and now a train developing among the top 3. Pulsar's right there as well. Red Eye moves to the inside and makes the move right before the speed boost, but Pulsar jumps in front of all of them. Look at the difference in speed also coming down that backstretch. It's amazing to see how some of these marbles handle that final fast chicane as they get ready to enter sector number 3. This is a 20-lap race, by the way, and a fairly long track that comes at you very quickly. The first sector is only 5 seconds long. Pulsar, and then it's a couple of lengths back to pretty much everybody in the top 5. How will it stratify out as we come through that fast chicane? Amazing to see him snapping around that turn up there in the upper right of your screen. Bolt did get by into second place, but Pulsar's lead is over 1 second. Ocean, in the meantime, has fallen back to 9th from pole position and now jumps back up into 8th. Still has time to get back up there to the front, but judging by the speed that some of these marbles have, especially after that boost coming down that backstretch, you've got a lot of work cut out for you. Pulsar and Bolt a couple of lengths apart as they head up the belt. 17 hundredths, and that lead has come down by nearly a full second. Bolt gets the better jump and takes the lead. Red Eye hanging back there in 3rd place over Honey, and it's Cerulean who led all of 1 lap in Cerulean's last race, then Wispy and Billy, who still has fastest lap. Ocean is trying to size up the member of the Green Ducks to try to get by, and nearly a pass there coming out of the backstretch from Red Eye. Can't get by, though. Pulsar has lost the lead to Bolt. Weaving their way through the S's on the far end of the track, then in front of a raucous grandstand that is trying to will Ocean on to get higher up the standings. Points would be great, but they want a podium, they want a win, they want redemption if they can. Look at this battle for the lead. 8 hundredths separates the top 3. It's Bolt, Red Eye, and Cerulean, and how does it shake out coming off the belt? They hold station for now. Pulsar in 4th. Wispy. Billy comes up into 6th place in front of Honey. Battling back there for last place is Mimo and Lemon Lime for that dubious distinction. And down comes Red Eye, trying to get a little bit of distance between those behind as Bolt has stretched the lead nearly to 1 3/4. It's going to be side by side, though, coming off the belt, and we get some switches here. Bolt, Pulsar, Red Eye falls back to 3rd, then it's Billy. Cerulean, Wispy, Honey, and Ocean still in 8th place, nearing the halfway point of this race. Bolt's lead coming down just a little bit. Pulsar tries a different line through that final turn, but can't get it done. 700ths back, though. That's easily within striking distance. Bolt, Red-Eye, Pulsar, Wispy. Red-Eye having a little bit of trouble with Pulsar behind. They both go to the inside on the speed boost and then switches midway through, does Pulsar. In the meantime, Red-Eye carries that speed into the lead and then loses it with an over-under move that was a masterclass by Bolt. 2/10. Honey, Pulsar, and Wispy, and Red-Eye gets the jump off the belt. The Crazy Cat's Eyes lead the overall standings for the team championship by 4 points. And if Red-Eye can get the win here, I can't imagine that Red-Eye would not go to the top spot in the individual standings. Of course, each marble kind of alternating back and forth between the rounds, so after this one you would have 2 rounds apiece to compare the teammates. Honey running well in 3rd. Ocean continues to plummet, down in 12th place. It's all coming undone for the Oceanics. I mentioned Yellop, by the way, is not running. And that is because of an incident coming in qualifying at the base of that speed boost. Hit the track, bounced to the right, and actually left the track surface and fell all the way down into the valley. Medics were there. Thankfully, Yellop suffered only minor injuries, but is not racing today. And may not be racing in the next round either. We'll just have to see how the recovery process goes. In the meantime, Red-Eye's lead is growing up to 1.13 seconds. Then it's a nice stretch back to Pulsar, so Bolt can have some breathing room to mount an attack in these final 6 laps. Then it's Cerulean, Wispy, Honey, and Billy, whose early fastest lap has not been surpassed by anyone. I wonder if the track evolution has caused that, or if it's just the difficulty of trying to gain any spots through such a fast backstretch like that, and with pretty good competition too. If you look at the overall standings, both for the individuals and the team championship, the mid-pack has been fraught with back and forths separated by just a couple of points either way. It's the kind of thing we love to see in Marbula One. We also want some good battles up front, but that 4-point gap between Crazy Cat's Eyes and Team Momo, then it's a little bit back to Bumblebees, Green Ducks, and the Savage Speeders, whose 26 points all came in the last round. Red-Eye's lead, fairly steady through the first sector. Pulsar, Wispy, and Honey, they can all see each other as things begin to switch around for them. They've gotten a little bit closer, as has Bolt, right up on Red-Eye through the final 180-degree left-hander. 1600ths it's down to. Honey jumps up into 4th. Red-Eye holds Bolt off. For now, they are still lockstep. Some contact there gives them some separation. Different lines through those final turns before the speed boost. But Red-Eye navigates that quick chicane so well. The grip at speed is superb, and Red-Eye, as I say that, goes 22.94 and takes fastest lap, trying to net 26 points on this round. It's one shy of the best you can do for a single weekend in Marbula One. It's a bit of a poor qualifying for Red-Eye, but unperturbed continued on, and within the first lap was right up there. 3-second lead over Bolt. That lap right there may not have been a fastest lap, but it was a fast lap, no doubt. Ocean has recovered and has gotten up into the top 10, but loses a spot to Tumult, and now sits in 9th. Orangen and Ruzzy trying to get any points at all on this season. They need to do a little bit better than that as we enter the final lap. Red-Eye's lead is over 3.5 seconds. Bolt has some space over Honey, who has about 7/10 over Cerulean. Where is Red-Eye? Coming down the backstretch, actually changes the line through that final speed chicane. Around the final turn, Red-Eye, another dominant performance, 26 points. Unless somebody can pip the fastest lap here, so far it hasn't happened. Bolt and Cerulean will round out the podium, with the latter just nipping past Honey. In the final few turns, then it's Wispy, Billy, Pulsar, Tumult. Ocean does finish in the top 10, and Orangen jumped 2 spots to finish in 10th for the O-Rangers, who sit on just 4 points overall. There's one yellow flag. brief incident that I don't even think we saw. But it's the Crazy Cat's Eyes back on the top step of the podium, triumphant again. Red Eye, second place in the last outing at the Raceway. That opening Grand Prix of Marbula One went to Yellow Eye, who led every lap. This team has definitely become the one to beat. So much strategy on the entry and the exit of the split. And Red Eye now moves to the top spot over teammate Yellow Eye, of all things. The number of scoreless marbles down to 6. Still a lot of the season left, but for the team championship, who's going to chase down Crazy Cat's Eye? 88 points, now 30 clear of Team Momo. That's over one full race. And that's if you get fastest lap and pole as well. Then it's close between the Bumblebees, and the midfield battle continues to stay hot. We'll see you next time. Hope your Thanksgiving went well for the 5th round of Marbula One.